He who fails to plan, he who fails to plan plans to fail, right? So if you don't plan, you're implementing a project and you don't plan, you don't develop an M&D plan, you are destined for failure. In this video, I'm going to share with you the features of an M&D plan. Number one, an M&D plan should have the program context and overview. So this section provides an introduction to the program, its purpose, and why it exists. It outlines the program goals, target population, and geographical scope. Ensuring that the MEL plan aligns with the broader program objectives. The other feature of an M&D plan is the purpose or the objectives of the MEL plan. So in this section, you have to define why the M&D plan is needed and what it aims to achieve. So this includes enhancing accountability, tracking progress, fostering learning, and informing decision making for program improvement. The other feature of an M&D plan is the result-based management framework. So under this section, you need to lay out the program's logic, show how activities will lead to the desired results. Okay, so this may include you developing a theory of change, developing the result framework, or developing a logical framework, which will provide a roadmap to understand how the inputs and activities would translate into outputs, outcomes, and impact. The other feature is performance indicator and targets. Every MEL plan should have performance indicators and targets. So in this section, you have to list all the measurable indicators used to assess the progress at various levels. So you're going to have the inputs indicators, the outcome, and the impact. So in this section also, you need to document your baseline data, your targets. You need also to have clear definitions for each indicators. You also need to develop what we call the indicator reference sheet. Here, this is going to give a detailed explanation of the indicators, their definitions, their targets, who's responsible, their data sources. Everything will be outlined in this section. Then, the other feature that you need to have in your M&D plan is the data management and analysis section. So here you have to describe how the data is going to be collected, how the data will be analyzed, how the data will be stored and processed. In this section, so this section basically just ensures that the data is of quality and it follows the standard processes, and also it addresses some of the issues to do with confidentiality as well as ethical consideration. The next feature is the roles and responsibilities. Here you need to clarify the roles of individuals and the teams involved in the MEL activities. What do I mean here? You need to specify who is responsible for monitoring, who's responsible for data collection, who's responsible for analyzing the data, reporting, and ensuring that the overall success of the MEL plan. Another feature that you need to do, which is very, very important, is having an evaluation plan. In your M&D plan, you need to have an evaluation plan. Okay? So here we're going to outline the strategies that you're going to use for assessing the program's effectiveness and impact. Okay? So here it includes details such as, the type of evaluation that you're going to use. It could be the midterm, whatever that you're going to use. You need to document that in your M&E. The methodologies that you're going to use, the timeline, all these things, you need to document them. Evaluation questions, all these things have to be documented in your evaluation plan. Another feature that you may want to include in your M&E plan is the learning and adaptive management. Here, it's about documenting how you're going to collect those lessons from your MEL activities. Okay? How we're going to collect that information so that it helps to improve the program implementation. Okay? So you have to document how you're going to identify what works, what doesn't, and why. So put up a strategy in your MEL plan on how you're going to integrate learning and adaptive management. The other thing that you need to do or to have in your M&D plan is communication plan. In this section, you have to describe how your M&D findings, the lessons will be shared to different stakeholders. You need to outline the strategies that you're going to use to report to the stakeholders. Are you going to use stakeholder engagement? Are you going to do reporting, dissemination of the results through various channels? So you need to have all these things documented. Whether you're going to use presentation or reports or dashboards, you need to have a documentation strategy around the communication plan. Another feature that you need to do or you need to have in your M&D plan is the critical assumptions and risks. You need to document some of the critical assumptions that you anticipate. Once these assumptions are there, then you're going to achieve this success. You also need to document the risks, okay? Based on the project that you're implementing, there are certain risks that you may have to encounter, economical or geographical risk. You need to document that. Then the other thing that you may also want to include in this section is the mitigation. How are you going to mitigate those risks that you're going to encounter as you are doing your M&E activities and even as you're implementing your project? So you need to document that in the critical assumptions and risks. Another feature that you may want to include is the MEL activity. So with the MEL activity, you need to provide a comprehensive timeline, like a Gantt chart of all the activities that you're going to do, all the MEL activities that you're going to do in that particular project. You need to ensure that they are well planned, they have resources, and they can be tracked. And then another bonus feature that you can add in the MEL plan is the budget. You need to document how much is going to be needed for every MEL activity that you intend to do in this particular project. So basically, these are some of the key features that you should have in your M&D plan. So an M&D plan should have, some of these features. However, you can add other features depending on the nature of the program or the nature of the organization. But however, these are some of the main features that should be part and parcel of the project, of that MEL plan. Thank you very much. If you need any question, please, you can comment. You can email me. I'll attach my email in the description, the video description. You can give me um, a shout out, and I'll be able to respond to your email. And if you need support to develop an M&D plan, please let me know. I'll be able to support you and provide my technical support through one-on-one interaction with you or with your organization. Thank you very much. See you in the next video where I give a detailed how to develop an M&D plan. Thank you very much.